Make a grilled corn salad, which is super easy. It's great in the summertime, and it's kind of our go-to salad in the summer. Um, so I'll quickly, I just want to make sure you can see everything. I prepared most of the stuff, but I'll just each of the ingredients that I'm going to use. I'm just going to show you quickly what I did. So here I use 4 corns of corn that I brushed with oil and a little bit of olive oil and salt and pepper, and I barbecued it. But you can use your oven to grill it. You can use if you don't want to grill it, you can boil it. But I find when you grill it, it just has that extra flavor and extra smokiness in it. And as you can tell, I like smoky stuff. So I've all of the 3 other ones I've already seeded the corn already, and I'm going to just do this last one to show you how I do it. Just stand it on its edge, and I usually just do it in the bowl so that it doesn't spread all over the plate. But just go down the length of the corn, and it will just come right off. And you can, if you're having a barbecue today and you want to make a salad tomorrow or extra corn that you roast on your barbecue, you can use it, like just leave it in the fridge and you can then use it next day or the day after. It stays it well in the fridge for a few days. So then I'm just going to put the corn in the bowl here. And then it uses a lot of fresh garden vegetables. So today I'm using stuff from my garden that I've been growing over the summer. So we have fresh mint here that I will use today. That's coming from the garden. I'm going to use a jalapeno as well, and it's also from my garden. I'm growing a lot of hot peppers and basil and tomatoes. Tomatoes are not ready quite yet, so I'm going to use that after when they're ready. The next thing that's going to go in there is some diced red peppers, and I'm just going to show you the size of red pepper that I kind of dice. And just julienne first and dice it quickly. It's not. It's really up to taste. How big you like your vegetables in the salad. I try to keep it to a bite-sized piece so that it's it blends quite well with the size of the corn. And just quickly going to do the vegetable, the red peppers here. This is a super simple salad, super easy to make. I think the flavor that comes from the dressing is the best part, and I am going to just put this in there along with the rest of the red peppers. And then I have some cucumbers that I've diced here. I'm going to put these cucumbers in there. And I'll just chop this one here, just quickly show you the size of the cucumbers. And I like to use the Lebanese cucumbers, or you can use the small dill cucumber or English cucumber. Anything that doesn't have a seed, I find is the one that I like to use. But if the only thing you can find is the one that have seeds, the garden cucumbers that have seeds. I have some Lebanese cucumbers growing in the garden. This is not from the garden, but they're not quite ready. So I'm just going to chop these. Because I love cucumbers. And I mentioned earlier that I'm not a fan of onions, but I'm going to use some onion in this recipe as well. So this is some red onion that I've chopped already. I'm going to just stick it in there. I'm just going to chop a little bit more. Onion, like I said, so I'm just going to use a little bit. I don't really like it too much. It makes it strong. Then I have here some cherry tomatoes that I just use the multicolored tomatoes, but it could be any cherry tomato. It can even be a regular tomato. You can just chop them into small pieces. So I'm going to tomatoes in here, and I have a few here that I will just kind of quarter them. This one's a bit large, so I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. And these are when you use the mixed up tomatoes, you just get a different flavor because each one has something unique about their taste. So then it's really good. So you have all the vegetables in there, and I'm going to put a little bit of coriander right in the salad itself. I'm just doing this. Coriander also came fresh from my garden. I love coriander. And jalapeno. I'm going to use half a jalapeno in the this part of the salad, and then the other half I'm going to use in the dressing. I'm just going to chop it in really tiny pieces here. And you know, if you are sensitive or the jalapenos are really hot, make sure you wear a glove or something so that you're not getting your eyes or anything exposed to the hot pepper. I think these are from the garden. It's not hot enough yet, so I don't think they're super hot. And the last thing that we're going to put in here is an avocado. We love avocado, so we have it in almost every salad that we make. We'll put the avocado in some form or shape. I find the easiest way is to just cut them in quarters and just peel the skin off. And it's super easy to get them. We'll put the avocado in there as well. And so this is all the ingredients that we're going to put in the salad. So we can just kind of mix them up. See how colorful it is. Just screams summer. The magic of this recipe is in the dressing. So I'm going to show you how to make this really quickly. There's not a lot in there. So there's a quarter cup of olive oil I have here. It's extra virgin. But I mean, if you don't have olive oil and you don't like the taste of it, you can just use regular vegetable oil, or so you can use any other oil. I'm going to then put about 15 to 20 mint leaves. This also grows in my garden. So I can pretty much make this salad with all the ingredients that comes out of the garden. A clove of garlic, but these are really small, so I'm going to put a few little ones. Garlic, and I'm going to put this jalapeno in there. I'm just going to chop it. And I'm going to use the seeds because I don't think it's very hot. But if it's too hot and you don't like heat, so then you can take the seeds out. This is I'm going to zest this lime. I'm going to put some zest of a lime in here to give it some lime flavor. And I just use a rasp, which works really well, but I think you can use even one of those cheese graters that have on the other side, one side of it, a smaller grater on it. And if you don't have any of that, you can probably just use your knife to cut off some pieces and make them slice them small. This I'm not going to put in the blender. I'm just going to put it in here because I really like the flavor of the zest. I'm just going to stick it in here. And then I'm going to chop this lime and squeeze it in here. It calls for about a tablespoon of lime juice. I find that that's, for my taste, it's not enough. So I put a little bit more because I like it a bit more tangy. But you can adjust it. And I mean, if you put it in making the dressing and it's not enough, you can always sprinkle it over top the salad after you've tasted it. I use my towel. This is I use kosher salt, but you can just use regular table salt as well. And we put about a half a teaspoon just to start. I don't want it too spicy, too salty. And then I'm just going to put some fresh pepper here. Not a lot. I think it just needs a little bit. And then I am going to put about a quarter cup of this cilantro that I have from the garden. So that's a quarter cup in here. And blend this up now. And then we'll pour it over the salad. So I forgot that we also need a teaspoon of honey for a little bit of sweet taste. And 2 tablespoons of, like I said, we'll put about 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And so if you can just quickly give it one more swoosh. So you'll see it's quite green from all the coriander and the mint. I'm just gonna pour it over this salad. Just get all the good juices out of there. And so that's it. If here, I can just put it up there. That's the salad.